What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. As you may have heard already, guys, XRP has actually announced their stablecoin, right? Completely allowed now, guys, and this allows a plethora of options for them, right? So we are talking about instant low-cost remittance, right? We're talking about, let's see, offer near instant settlement at a fraction of traditional wire costs, right? This can allow them to do on-demand liquidity, maybe bridge asset support, DeFi applications built on XRP ledgers. Guys, there is an infinite amount of possibilities now with the XRP Ripple stablecoin. Okay, guys, so this is actually a pretty big deal for the XRP asset, right? As this is another step here into potentially, everybody knows the story here, right? Everybody knows the story. So I'm actually newer to this than all of you here, team. So you're gonna have to go ahead and bear with me, guys. You know that I am particular to the chart, right? So let's go ahead and observe that here, because you guys know that that's where I shine the most, right? So please do me a favor, guys, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP here in the daily time frame, guys. We were talking about yesterday the potential downside target sitting within this zone here of about 214 to 218, right, guys? We were talking about also the potential of reaching that 196 bottom. I actually did say that I don't know that we can actually reach that just again, right? Seeing that we could do a double bottom, right? But in fact, we did come back and reach that area once more. But we did also talk about, team, the upside targets to 239, 238, and about $2.40 from yesterday's analysis, guys. So we were absolutely able to benefit from that upper bound as well. So very, very interesting times here, team. And please take a look at here as these two daily candles here printed what's called a double bottom, right? So double bottom formation here usually leads towards a continuation towards the upside. I know that the red bar right now is currently what we're facing, team, but I want to go ahead and remind you here that when you are printing a new bar, take a look at the time, right? It's only been open here for just about 2 hours, right? So when you are opening up a new bar, there is about a 60 to 70% chance that you'll get a prior bar pullback, and that prior bar pullback could be about 30 to 50% of the prior bar, right? So in this case here, yeah, we do have some support right in this zone here, right? The confluent level of the closing basis of this red bar and the opening of this green bar. Sure, that is an area that we can face a bounce from at 221.14, but I gotta say, we have to measure that 50%, right? So guys, if you're noticing here that the video is a little bit different than the ones that we've been recording here, that is because I'm on a mobile setup right now. This is the one day of the week that we were able to bring my son to kind of hang out with grandma, right? So we are using grandma's house right now to stream and to do our videos, right? So very good stuff here indeed, team. You know, we're going to go ahead and provide the good stuff here for the team. So anyway, team, yeah. So this is here the 50% of the prior bar, right? This is your prior bar here, and take a look at that 50% marked right at about that 214.71, and that's pretty much that 50%. So we're going to go ahead and write that bound there. And also we do have some support on these candles over here, right, team? So we're looking at about let's see, if we have a weekly time frame, we may be able to use something there. So yeah, the weekly lower bound here, we'll be able to use that as well, right? Because that's probably that's likely going to take precedence here before the 50% officially reaches, right? So just about there. In fact, that weekly time frame is more confluent to the 50% than the daily's 50% is, right? So take a look at that 50% right here and the low on that wick on that massive green bar, right, team? So we still have 4 days and 23 hours to close this bar here, and I just got to show you that it's already decompressing right towards its 50%. So it's just above its 50% right now on the weekly time frame. So let's go ahead and take a look at that bi-weekly, because it does have some time left to close here too, right? So also this was another reason that we could identify that we could be seeing an upside continuation using the bi-weekly time frame, right? So now let's go ahead and measure that 50%, and we will be all good to go, right? So let's use this right over here, right, and measure that top, and measure the top, right, all the way to the the bottom of the top here, and you can see that the 50% is located right at about 234.82. So I do expect for this, right, we're coming back down actually from the 241, right? So yeah, I do expect this to come right back up and start hovering in this area again, team. I think that we're set here for continuation now that we're getting some bigger closures above that 230 level, right? So now we're actually just pulling back the daily time frame right now. Remember, the daily time frame just printed. It is it's only pertinent here that we would retrace back to its 50% before a continuation onto the upside, and this is a pretty strong hammer candle right at the bottom end of this downtrend, right? So usually speaking, when you get this hammer candle printed after a downtrend or during that downtrend, this marks off a potential V-shape recovery. Okay, you guys. So daily time frame on this is offering about just about 29 cents, right? So 29 cents to the upside from the opening of this daily bar. Well, actually, it would be 29 cents to the downside and to the upside, right? So the lower bound here would reach to a level of about 208. So just to kind of keep things, in line here, let's just make sure that we can also mark off that 208 just in case we do reach that low. Okay, and we'll go ahead and mark this as the potential ATR daily low, right? We'll leave it just like that, just so that we know and we can identify what the heck that is in the first place, right? So we'll just make it a little bit bigger and all good, right, team? So yeah, there is a probability that it can even get down there, which would surpass the daily time frame. Let's take a look at other closures. Okay, so we did get a buy daily close as well. The buy daily close has a similar range, right? So this would be the total candle here. So let's just measure that red bar. Here we go. And we are getting this, sorry about that, team. We're just going to put that there and make sure that this top comes right back down to that top wick. Okay, so yeah, we are literally right at that buy daily 50% as we speak right now. Okay, team, so yeah, that's okay. Let's see what other closures we got too. Okay, we still have 2 days on a 3-day time frame, 2 days on that, almost 3 days on that 4-day time frame, and the 5-day time frame just opened up, guys. That's another reason that we could be retracing just like the way we're doing. Okay, so this is your 5-day time frame, right? We just started that, right? So this would introduce a pullback, and look at where the pullback is telling us, right? We're usually talking about 50% of the prior bar. Look at the new 5-day bar. It's bouncing right off of the 50% of that prior bar, guys. I mean, it's not magic. It's not we're not anything crazy like that, right? It's just really statistics here. That's the probabilities of candle structure and price, right? So good stuff, team. I do think that there is now a potential floor being found. Of course, we still have to look at these downside targets here because of the fluctuations of BTC, right? 218 to 214, and then also your daily ATR low. Now to the upside, guys, on a daily time frame, like we said, right, we're reaching at about 29 cents. So if we're able to get to 29 cents to the upside from the day's open, so that would put us to a daily ATR top of about $2.66. So kind of putting that right up here. Let's see what that means for price action, right? So $2.66 would literally be the top of this area right here. That's actually right around that 265, 265.3, 265.9, right around there. So 266 would be the top end on this, right? Which would be, it is a resistance, right? So we would essentially ride to that upside here and start validating some local supports, right? Let's see, we can actually take a look at that right now. From the daily time frame, yeah, riding up to this area here would actually have us pull back to, man, I guess, yeah, it would really be like that. So it would have us pull back to the 250 area, right, from 266, and that would be marked off just like this here, right? So I guess not the 243, right about here, right about here on this wick. So I'm measuring that wick just like that, and then looking at the top bound of these two, the top bound of this bar here. That's the opening valuation and the closing valuation of this one. So that's giving me that confluent range, 50% on the low of this little, evening star right here, and that's giving us a resistance to the top side before we can get into that 266 zone, right, guys? So what I'm saying here is that, yeah, we're going to potentially do this kind of move, okay? So trajectory on this could lead like this, right? So we still are speculating on that bottom side, right? So we could continue into that bottom end like this, something like that, right? Get ourselves a little bit of resistance here, bounce from the local support, continue on to that top here, right? Validate that break, get that range high validation as a support. This would have us continue into that resistance that we were just talking about, right? Confluent in every kind of way here. Get that validation of the resistance and validate this support before that continuation towards that upper bound. In this case, we will be talking about that 266 right at this point here, right, guys? So we get that 266 top like this, daily ATR top, start validating and consolidating within a short-term range here before we can actually start making our next run here into the 290s and then into potential all-time highs again, right, team? So very good stuff indeed. I do think that I'm going to go ahead and put these receipts down here so that you are aware over what I am talking about, right? So these are currently the receipts for price, just in case you need them, right? You can take screenshots of this as we speak, right, team? And this is I'm not certain that we're going to go all the way down here, team, but we still have to mark those areas down just in case we have price action reach there. But honestly speaking, I think the floor is in. We have a new catalyst on this thing, and it's leading towards a massive opportunity to the upside. Okay, team. So I think this is guys. Please remember. I offer this at the end because I don't want to seem like a shill, right? But please remember to reach out to me here. The Beginner's Masters course is going to start here for charting and trading very soon. We're running out of seats here, and I want to make sure that you can get your butts signed up for this. Okay, guys. ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. Ask for the disclaimer. Ask for the syllabus, and I'll go ahead and present to you all that information there, guys. But I want to see you there. No more excuses. Let's make sure to learn how to trade, right, guys? All good. And yeah, so I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. And yeah, team. So please, again, this is just a little video here, and just to try to get it out to you, right, guys? Not with the whole system, so I don't have all the flashy intros and all that good stuff, right? So please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.